What's up, everybody? Jason here, aka MultimediaJay, bringing back the old Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses look that I haven't used in several years. I used to use this kind of blue Hawaiian shirt sunglasses look every time I made videos several years ago, back when I first started doing this stuff, and I don't know why I stopped doing it, but I kind of miss it. So here we are. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment and let me know whether you want me to keep doing this or not. But I don't know. Maybe I'll just keep doing this anyways because it's fun. So, and that's kind of the point of this whole YouTube thing and stuff like that. So, generic video blog time today, which means that what I have to discuss is something relatively serious, and because I don't do too many of these turn on the camera and talk type videos. So, but that's what we're here to do today. I want to talk about a growing issue on YouTube that I've already discussed on my blog, multimediajay.wordpress.com. I want to talk about a growing issue on YouTube and other sites that is something I will be addressing on here and will be doing something about. Namely, the growing gap between subscribers and views and what causes it, and any of the problems that cause this gap that I can do something about. Specifically, the rise of bots, aggregators, and other channels on YouTube and on other sites that do not correspond to actual human beings. Right now, there's an ongoing problem on these websites, YouTube and other sites as well. I've seen it on WordPress. I've seen it even with my own blog as I've tried to get it going over the past year. There's a growing disparity between the number of subscribers, followers, etc., and the views, reads, etc. that you get when you post something with those numbers with that supposed audience. Now YouTube's the bigger problem for me, because the account's been around longer, there's more subscribers subscribe to me, and I'm seeing more of this on YouTube than on WordPress, but I will address it on WordPress too. The size of the problem doesn't change the fact that the problem is a problem, regardless of website or things like, or the numbers involved, etc. But this has been going on with quite a few people. Lately, there's this growing gap between subscribers and video views, between how many subscribers somebody has and how many video views they get when they post something with those subscribers. There's a lot of things that we can look at in order to find a reason why this is happening. First, you have the fact that YouTube's been around long enough. People can just have gotten sick of YouTube and left, so their accounts go inactive for that reason. And then you have the Great Recession killing people's ability to afford decent broadband. That will make more accounts go inactive. They have a lot of other things too. Just there's more competition these days and things like that. There's plenty, and of course YouTube makes it way too easy to subscribe to far more channels than you'll watch on a regular basis. Heck, even I'm guilty of that. I've gone through and I've pruned my subscriptions from time to time because why did I subscribe to that channel again? Oh, I haven't watched it in like a year and a half. Okay, never mind. That kind of stuff. And YouTube itself has been responsible for some of this because, as we all know, over the last year and a half, the front page has been broken, so even if you're subscribed to somebody and want to watch what they're posting, sometimes YouTube will do an extremely poor job of letting you know when they upload a new video. YouTube also has very bad RSS support. I've tried RSSing through a feed reader all my subscriptions on YouTube to go along with all my podcasts and stuff that I'm subscribed to, and I've had terrible results every single time. YouTube just needs to go straight out RSS and get rid of this proprietary crap if they're not going to make their own system work properly. And now, today, of course, with the new setup, you can actually bookmark your page that shows just the uploads of people you're subscribed to. So that's good. That's an improvement. At least we have a page we can go to see all the new stuff, instead of the horrendous front page that has comments, likes, recommended videos, blah, 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 and stuff like that. The remaining gap between this, unless there's some other reason I haven't thought of here, the remaining gap between subscribers and views comes from bots, aggregators, and other channels that do not correspond to actual human beings. Lately, there has been a rise in channels that are run by websites, organizations, people doing news and opinion, commentary, radio shows, video blog series, etc. And what these accounts essentially are is something other than a human being who actually is interested in what you're doing on YouTube, who subscribes to you and who subscribes to you, may even send a token like every so often to try and slide under the radar and look like they're interested in what you're doing, when the truth is, you've just got somebody doing a job somewhere who doesn't give a crap about what it is that you're doing, isn't going to watch most of what you post, and won't interact with you ever, won't ever leave a comment, maybe might send a token like every so often. Basically what happens is you end up with a fake subscriber, because you're basically being used. Now, my first experience with these non-human accounts was sadly with Chris Pirillo's Locker Gnome channel several years ago. Back when I first started on here, I was doing tech instructional video type stuff. It was a little cheesy, but it was still technical in nature. One day I went and checked my email and saw that Chris Pirillo's Locker Gnome channel had subscribed to me on YouTube. And I was like, wow, awesome, I must be doing something right if a guy from Tech TV, Call for Help, etc. subscribed to me, etc. I thought it was awesome back then. But then I noticed, in the time following getting that message, my video views were barely affected, if at all. I never saw Locker Gnome interacting in any way, shape, or form. No star ratings, because that's what we had back then, was the star system. No comments or anything. And finally, I just silently deleted Locker Gnome, and Locker Gnome hasn't resubscribed since. So what was probably going on was Chris Pirillo likes to do his video blogs about stuff related to technology and things like that. So what probably was going on was either he or someone running his Locker Gnome YouTube channel, because it's quite possible these big name YouTubers have somebody else actually administering their channel for them. I think the AVGN's got that going on. So either him or somebody working for him was going around subscribing to every tech-looking channel in sight to essentially use the YouTube subscription system as a gigantic RSS feed for possible show material. And hence the Aggregators thing, where an organization's channel on here subscribes to all kinds of channels just to aggregate information for possible news stories, opinion columns, radio shows, podcasts, vlogs, you name it. Either way, it's not a human being who likes what you're doing, who's going to regularly comment or even interact or even watch what you're putting up there. So, with all this going on, it's very easy for someone to get a whole bunch of fake subscribers that don't give a crap about what it is on YouTube. And then it gets even worse. Then they get the impression that their audience is bigger than it really is. And then eventually they start getting depressed over, oh, why do I have so many, do my subscribers not like me? Does my audience not care anymore? Blah, blah, blah. No, your audience probably was never really an audience to begin with. This problem gets to people, and it eventually even makes them very, very depressed. I've seen some bigger channels on YouTube that have had this going on, where someone's getting in front of where someone's hopping on like doing some vlog like this, and they're saying, what am I doing wrong? What's wrong? Is it over for me? Should I just give up on all this? And they sound really depressed, like they're about to shut their account down, or maybe something even worse. And the fact remains, it's not anything they did that's the problem. It's the fact that there's all these accounts out there that don't correspond to interested human beings who want to watch what it is that you're doing. And because many of these big-time channels are sellout partners who want to make money off of YouTube, everything is numbers to them, so the idea of purging their subscriber list is never going to cross their mind. So a bigger and bigger death spiral of depression, I suppose, until they supernova off of YouTube in one big giant fit of drama or something like that. But I don't see any light at the end of that tunnel for them. For folks like myself, though, who aren't really concerned about making money off of YouTube and having huge numbers, it's not like that, and I do intend on doing something about this problem on here. I don't know where most of my subscribers came from. Was it people that liked the My Fitness Coach video I did about 5 years ago? That's how long ago it was. You know, I sat comfortably at 75 subscribers who regularly watched and interacted for the longest time, and then suddenly out of nowhere everything started ballooning. I have no idea what happened, but I have about had it. Nowadays, my subscribers have never been higher, but my video views with those subscribers have never been lower, and I'm going to do something about it. So here's what's going to happen. I have already deleted a few people who were like this, but I'm going to go through my subscriber lists, and accounts whose username, I may check some accounts by going to their channel pages and see if they got like spam comments, something like that. I already deleted one spammer that way, but I'm going to go through and I'm going to check who's subscribed to, or what I should say is subscribed to me. And accounts where the name looks like it belongs to an organization or a website or a business, I may outright just delete them completely, or I'll just go to their channel page, see if they ever actually interact or anything like that, or if they're just one of those drone accounts to collect information for somebody or something like that. Because now all I want subscribing to this channel is other YouTubers and other YouTube users who like what I do on here. I could care less about all these bots and aggregators and corporate social media accounts and sub for sub people and cheaters and people who want to play the system. I even I think I might have blocked, not much less deleted. I know I've already deleted one channel that was basically a tech show's channel where they were trying to get my subscribers to watch their show, which was just starting out on YouTube, and I wasn't happy about that. Please, folks, don't waste your time doing that stuff with me. I will find out about it, and I will do something about it. But I'm going to go through at some point. I'm going to go through my subscriber list, and any YouTube account that doesn't look like an actual person, I will just delete. And the way you do that these days is you block and you unblock them. Or if it's someone who looks like a spammer, I'll just leave them perma-blocked. YouTube removed the ability to delete subscribers, but you can still remove them de facto by simply doing the block-unblock thing. And I intend on going through and cleaning up the subscriber list, and I don't care how many subscribers I lose because of that. I would much rather have 2 subscribers who give a crap about what it is that I'm doing than 2 million bots, aggregators, and other non-human channels. One last note on this before we call it a vlog. There's going to be one group of people who might get accidentally deleted, I should say. I was going to have action taken against them. They might have action taken against them accidentally because they are actual folks interested in, folks that are actually interested in what I do on here that are using accounts like this to subscribe to channels on YouTube. To those people, I gotta say, stop doing this and it won't happen to you. Get a personal account on the side from your business account and use that for subscribing to channels, because number one, you'll be lumped in with these bots, aggregators, and other non-humans simply because of your username. And number two, it's not professional at all. It may even restrain you from commenting, because you have to think about whether, if I comment as such and such video services instead of myself, will it look like my business is expressing an opinion? So, there might even be people that are part of this problem of no views or interaction on YouTube, who are inflicting this upon themselves because they're small business owners who don't want to make their business look like it's making opinions that are their own personally and not any opinions of the business. So it's quite a tangled web that we weave with this kind of stuff. But if you watch videos via a professional sounding YouTube name that corresponds to your business or organization, get a personal account. It's not professional to constantly mix personal stuff with professional stuff like this. You might as well just get used to it and develop some good habits of keeping work and your own views on things separate, because I've seen so many times when people have too much crossover between those two and it causes all kinds of problems. So that's my free advice. That's my free advice. That's a freebie for you folks who are doing this stuff too. And my open invitation to you to stop, because you're going to get lumped in with all of these folks out there who are part of this problem if you don't do something about it. Anyway, that's all I have to say on that. Bottom line, I've already said this on my blog, and I'm going to say it here too. The people that I want subscribing to this channel are actual human beings who actually like what it is that I'm doing on here and subscribe for that reason. Not any of this other corporate business, organizational, non-human being with a heartbeat and pulse type stuff. There's a lot of it going on these days. Some people trying to cheat the system will welcome this as a way to boost their numbers. I'm not one of those people, and I will do something about it. Thank you for your time, and let's get past all this administrative crap that we have to get over with and get back to making some fun videos again. Till next time, this is MultimediaJay signing off. Thanks for stopping by.